courage, determination, unwavering perseverance, and sheer patience. These are the words that are apt for the description of my heroine, Zuleika Banu Osman. Her life's journey is dotted with moments of happiness in an otherwise struggle-ridden life. Sharing the life of this educator is what I want to do this morning. She literally lived this following Arabic proverb: seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. Let me tell you her story of the many hurdles she crossed. The first hurdle that I want to talk about is what I call an education versus certification. When she was 16 years old and about to enter grade 10, which at her time was referred to as Standard 8, she was not allowed to continue to go into high school. Her dad said that she has to study from home because of what was happening culturally with other people in the family. But this was not good enough for her. She wanted to go to school. But fate was on her side because a teacher in the school that she had just graduated from fell pregnant and they needed somebody to take her place. And thus began her illustrious career as an educator. And she taught in many schools after that and had a long journey of teaching without any certification. And throughout this journey, she managed to do many different things that I would refer to as educated or certified people were unable to do. But it nagged her. It really nagged her that she was teaching, she had good positions, but she was not formally qualified to perform the job that she already did so well. So she then registered for a degree through UNISA and majored in Arabic and Islamic studies. But upon completing that degree, UNISA said to her, "We cannot confer the degree on you." Why, was her thoughts? Because the age exemption rule had just been scrapped and she had not matriculated. And so despite this, she continued with her teaching, and she even attended a teacher training course that was offered by the Muslim Charitable Foundation and graduated at the top of her class. And after that, she joined that particular team as a lecturer in the course. So nothing seemed to keep her down, even though she was not educated, as some people would say in the formal sense, or I'd like to say certified. And she had a wonderful journey in terms of employment. She moved in, and her last school that she taught in was Orient Islamic School. But unfortunately, she had to resign due to her health and left Orient Islamic School in 2003. But teaching, I always say, was her DNA. It was her makeup. So even though she was now at home, she resurrected the madrasa, or the religious school in Reservoir Hills where she was living. And then after that, she was offered a position at the Baitul Aman institution in La Mercy, which is a children's home. And she took up the position of a deputy principal, which was generally managerial and administrative in nature. But with her, teaching was in her veins, so she made sure that the children were doing their homework, doing their madrasa tasks, etc. The next barrier or challenge that I want to talk about is her marriage, social and cultural pressure. She was married at the tender age of 18, and this was as a result of religious and cultural pressure from parents to marry. Why? Because her husband dared to write her a letter stating his feelings when she did not share this with her parents. Throughout her marriage, she suffered many miscarriages, and the last was a stillborn. And then at the tender age of 32, she was widowed. She did try to marry thereafter, twice in fact, and both of those ended in divorce. But if you think that was the end, she also faced so many health challenges in her life. She was very early in her life diagnosed as a diabetic. It was the reason she had to be medically boarded from her institution. In August 2009, she had kidney failure, which left her in a coma for 9 days. 2010, she was hospitalized for 10 weeks. There's something very special about her hospitalization in that 10-week period. It was my birthday. But from the hospital bed, she called me and wished me happy birthday. And this basically says to me what a wonderful person she was. Despite all of this, she was able to radiate joy and warmth and care. And so I take many, many lessons from her life. Excellence is a big lesson, professional and personal. Obedience to our elders and our parents. Determination and drive. Commitment. We must always accept reality. And some things we just cannot control. And if this is not a story of breaking the glass ceiling, I really need to learn what is.